Yo, what's going on guys, Arekkz here and welcome back to another video for the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And in this video, I want to show you guys how to get a really awesome costume or armor set that Ocarina of Time fans will no doubt be rather pleased to see. Just like my last video, I am keeping the intro pretty vague to give you guys a chance to step away if you want to avoid spoilers. While I will not be talking about the story, in order to talk about how to get this, I will reference a side quest and a couple of enemies that you likely won't have seen. So if you don't want to see that, consider this your spoiler warning. But if you're still here, then let's get on with the video. Of course, if you do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated, and comment down below and let me know what you think of this. Now, the armor set I'm talking about is Dark Link. If you played Ocarina of Time, you will recognise this as the appearance for the mini-boss doppelganger that appears in the Water Temple during the adult portion of the game. He mirrors your moves and is actually one of my favourite fights to date. The other cool thing about this set, however, is that in Breath of the Wild, it gives you a set bonus. Some armor sets in game do this, where when you wear multiple pieces, they provide additional bonuses. Heat resist, cold resist, stealth up, etc. However, in the case of Dark Link, this set gives you a night speed up bonus, which basically makes it so that you move faster at night. Here's a quick side-by-side comparison. On the left is the normal jogging speed, and on the right is the Dark Link jogging speed at night. And if we then do the same with the sprint button, here is the normal sprint versus Dark Link night sprint. Pretty cool. So how do you get it? Well, it's a little bit of a grind. See, there's a vendor you can encounter in-game called Kiloton, and Kiloton really likes monsters, so much so that he doesn't accept rupees for his items. He has his own currency, Mon. In order to get Mon, you have to trade monster parts with him. Throughout the game, when you kill enemies, they drop parts, horns, fangs, teeth, eyes, guts, toenails, etc. Any and all of these can be traded into Kiloton in exchange for his currency. Once you have enough, you can then buy his items. He has some rather fun cheap items that are masks of various monsters you encounter, Bokoblin, Moblin, Lizalfos, Lionel, etc. However, if you scroll to the very bottom, he sells the Dark Link set for a rather expensive total of around 4,000 monster points, or Mon. When you consider that a random Bokoblin part will give you around 3 to 5 points, you can begin to see how it might take you some time to get this. But here are a couple of tips. This is the point where I'm about to show you guys two enemies that you might not have seen before. First up is the Hinox. These are the big troll-looking Cyclops dudes. You find them sleeping around the world, and they usually have some pretty cool weapons attached to their necklace. Now, it's worth noting, they are not usually this easy to kill. I just have really good gear at the end of the game. In fact, if you encounter one early in the game, I highly encourage that you fight them. They're a challenge, and they will be very dangerous to you, but it's also a really fun fight if you don't have OP equipment. Anyway, killing these guys, they drop toenails that go for 15 points, teeth that go for 18, and sometimes guts which can go for 40. I believe there are only a finite number of these enemies in the world, but regardless, if you find them, they're a great way to farm points. They tend to spawn off the beaten track, so if you take the time to explore the world, you will find them. The other enemy is the Lionel. These are by far the most badass enemies I have ever encountered, quite possibly in any game. They are super scary to fight, but they're basically these half-horse, half-lion creatures. They are hyper-aggressive, extremely powerful, even this late in the game, so it will take some effort to take them down. But they drop guts, which go for 100, horns, which go for 20, and hooves, which go for 30. So all in all, between the Hinox and the Lionel, or the Lionel, you have some pretty easy ways to make some Mon, provided you can kill them. So, the very last thing I need to tell you is how you can actually unlock and find Kiloton, because you won't encounter him to begin with. There's a side quest at East Akala Stable called A Shady Customer, where a guy named Hoz wants to see a picture of Kiloton. I'm not sure whether you have to do the side quest, but you might as well because it's two birds with one stone. In order to find him, you then want to go northeast to Skull Lake, this lake shaped like a skull. The skull's left eye is a small landmass in the middle of the lake, and down there is where you will first encounter Kiloton. He's not there for me right now, because I've already done this, but the first time you encounter him, he'll ask you how much you like monsters, and he'll then tell you that he's going to set up shop and fly off to various different towns. From that point on, he will then appear just outside the major towns at night. The easiest place to find him is Hateno Village, because he's just up behind the inn, on the point of this cliff, by the cornfields. You can also find him at Zora's Domain, and a few other places too, but his stock is always the same. But again, he only shows up at night, so if it's daytime and you want to deal with him, just sleep at an inn, wake up at night, job done. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That is the Dark Link armor set, where you can find it and how you get it, and a few tips on how to farm monster parts. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts, and thank you for watching. Take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.